Okay, when you get to number 105, it wants to know how to find the measure of an angle inside of a triangle. The key to figuring these out is to know that in every triangle, no matter what it looks like, it's always going to have a total of 180 degrees. So you can set this up with 180 equals 79 plus 30 plus b, okay? 180 degrees is going to equal all these things added together. So step one is to combine your like terms. We have two constants over here. Those are numbers that don't have letters attached to them. They're variables. So we're going to combine 79 plus 30. Your 180 comes down, your equals sign comes down, and your plus b comes straight down. 9 and 0 is 9. 7 plus 3 is 10. So now we have 180 equals 109 plus b. Then you subtract 109 from both sides because we want to get that b by itself. It says solve for b. This cancels out. The b comes straight down. The equal sign comes straight down. And then you subtract. Make that a 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. 7 minus 0 is 7. 1 minus 1 is 0. So 71 equals b. And then you see your choice right over there. Number 106 is the same exact process. You've got a total of 180 degrees, which equals these three angles added together. 27 plus 40 plus b. You're supposed to solve for b. We need to get b all by itself on the right side of the equal sign, so we're going to combine these like terms. The 180 comes down, the equals comes down, the plus b comes straight down. 0 and 7 is 7. 4 plus 2 is 6. Now we need one more step to get the b by itself. We've got to get rid of a positive 67. The opposite is to subtract 67 from itself and also across the equal sign. Remember, when you're solving for a variable or a letter, you always have to do the opposite. So that cancels out. The b comes straight down. I'm going to move it over here closer to the equal sign. That's okay. The equal sign comes straight down. Don't put the b on the left. Keep it on the right. And then we're going to subtract. I'm going to borrow 1 from the 8, make it a 7. Make that a 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 7 minus 6 is 1. 1 minus nothing is 1. So your b equals 113 degrees. Okay, number 107 is the same, except in this instance we have an x touching the letter 11, or the number 11. So that means they're multiplying. So there's going to be another step. Not just subtracting, we're going to actually divide here in a couple minutes. First, let's set up our problem. We've got 180 equals 11x plus 55 plus 59. Okay? Step 1, combine your like terms. 9 plus 5 is 14. I'm going to carry the 1. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Bring down your plus, bring down your 11x. Make sure your x and your plus look completely different. Those are easy to get mixed up. Bring down your equals, bring down your 180. Next step. Well, you've got two of them here. You've got a multiplication and you've got an addition. In order to figure out which one you're going to do first, you need to do the order of operations backwards. Remember, the order of operations is parentheses, then exponents, and then multiply and divide left to right, whichever one comes first, add and subtract left to right, whichever one comes first. So since we're going backwards, we're going to start at the bottom. we're going to get rid of whatever's being added or subtracting to our variable first before we multiply or divide. So back over here, find what's being added, that's 114. We're going to do the opposite of adding 114, which is to subtract 114 from itself and across the equal sign, minus 114. Okay, go ahead and type that in your calculator. Okay, you should have gotten 66. Bring down your equals and bring down your 11x. Last step, the 11 is touching the x, which means you're multiplying, so the opposite of multiply is divide. Divide both sides by 11 and you're going to get 6 equals x. Okay, number 108, you get it set up just the same. 7x minus 7 plus 39 plus 85 all equals 180. Now in this case, I put the 180 on the right. That's okay. Just make sure you keep that x over there on the left. First thing, let's combine our like terms. We have negative 7 plus 39 plus 85. We'll put that all together in our calculator. 7x equals 180. Those things aren't going to change. Go ahead and type that in real quick and then I'll check back with you in a second. Okay. You should have put in your calculator negative 7 plus 39 plus 85 and gotten 117. That's a positive 117, so you're going to separate them with a plus sign. Next step, we're going to follow the order of operations backwards, so we're either going to add or subtract first. We do have something being added, so we're going to do the opposite, which is subtract 117 from both sides. Type that in your calculator, 180 minus 117. And you should have gotten 63. Bring down your equal sign. This cancels out, and bring down your 7x. Now, last step, 7 is touching the x. So to get rid of the 7, we're going to divide both sides by 7. And x equals 9. Okay, finding the area of the rectangle is going to be a little bit faster. The area equals length times width. So we know our length is 3 and our width is 1.2. Multiply 3 times 1.2 and you'll have your answer. You should have gotten 3.6. On this one, you have two rectangles made into a compound shape. We're just going to go ahead and separate those out, and that will make things a lot easier. We're going to divide it this way so that we have a rectangle here and here. Now, if this is 10 and I take away 6, what do I have left over for this? Well, just do 10 minus 6 and you get 4. Now you need to figure out how big this is from here to here. Well, if this side is 9 and you take away 2, 9 minus 2 is 7. So now we have the perimeters, or the length and the width of that rectangle, 7 and 4. And we know the area of a rectangle is length times width. So that's going to be 4 times 7. This rectangle down here is going to be 10 times 2. 10 times 2. So we know 10 times 2 is 20. and 4 times 7 is 28. Once you've gotten those areas, you can just add them together to get the total area, which is going to be 48 centimeters squared. Okay, turn over to page 18, and again, we have more triangles. All you're doing is adding up all of them and setting them equal to 180 degrees. I'm going to leave a key with Miss Lashley so you guys can practice adding those all up by yourself and then check your answers with her.